สวัสดีครับผมบิ๊กบุญและคุณกำลังฟังคำนี้ดีพอดแคสต์สะสมศัพท์กันวันละนิดภาษาอังกฤษแข็งแรง Hey what's up everybody welcome to another bilingual episode from Comedy Podcast and today we are going to do something different right น้องจี
Yes
Hi What is it that we are doing differently
Well
for
if
this
you're
episode?
watching on YouTube you can see that you're finally seeing our faces and we're hosting a podcast right now
Okay but actually this is not our first time ever being in front of a camera right because we've done that for comedy focus like every week but this is the first time that we are showing you the behind the scene of the comedy podcast so you can see what's really going on when we're recording the episodes and now that you know that I need to have my pillow right here to get comfy I cannot live without this one
he uses it every time like every single time
and first of all
very comfortable
we want to try to speak more English because we want the auto generating features on YouTube to be able to work เพราะฉะนั้นอย่าลืมกด
ตัว CC
ใช่
closed caption ใน YouTube นะคะ
ครับถ้าเกิดเราพูดภาษาอังกฤษเยอะหน่อยเนี่ยมันก็จะได้แบบ generateตัว caption หรือว่า subtitle เป็นภาษาอังกฤษให้ได้นะครับ
ได้ค่ะ
Okay so now that you guys done that hopefully we're going to be going on with our content for today right Okay so what are we going to be talking about for our first time ever video content on YouTube
so today we'll be talking about questions that you should ask to get to know someone better
Okay
you can
good.
use it with your friends your close ones or like someone who you're like flirting with and want to know them better
คำถามที่ชวนคุยกันแล้วเนี่ยจะทำให้รู้จักใครสักคนดีขึ้น
ใช่
นะครับ
ค่ะ
But first of all before we get to that we want to like add another new section or
For
new
our
segment
podcast?
for the show especially for the YouTube video which we are going to call it show and tell so basically show and tell is what น้องจี
Basically it's like things me and Pibit like brought in to like describe to you guys and just like tell you what it is and why we like it so much
มันเป็นจริงๆมันเป็นแบบฝึกหัดที่ดีมากเลยนะครับกับการฝึกภาษาอังกฤษนะครับก็คือจริงๆแบบเด็กในต่างประเทศหรือจริงๆในเมืองไทยเราก็เคยเจอนะมันจะมีโชว์แอนด์เทลคือให้ทุกคนเนี่ยเอาของมาจากบ้านสักหนึ่งอย่างอะไรก็ได้นะครับแล้วก็ basically you just show what you have brought from home and tell the story about the thing you bring just simple as that เพราะฉะนั้นเราก็อยากจะลอง show and tell นะครับให้เป็นหนึ่งฟีเจอร์ใหม่สำหรับตอนที่เราเปิดกล้องคุยกันนะครับ so what do you bring today with you
I should start
first, sure
right? Okay so for the first episode that we're like on YouTube like live I brought a film camera it's like something that I've been wanting to get like for a long time now and I've finally had the chance to and I believe it's called like the Olympus Muse Zoom 140 and I'm kind of new to like this area and field of like film cameras
so is this your first time ever to use the film camera
actually I use like the disposable ones or like อันที่แบบใช้แล้วทิ้งได้มันก็จะเป็นกล้องฟิล์มที่แบบเขาเรียกว่าอะไรอะแบบ
ใช้แล้วทิ้งอะ
ใช่แบบเป็นพลาสติกนิดนึงbut this is more like into like the pro field I think
ก็คือต้องใส่ฟิล์มจริงๆแล้วก็ต้องเอาไปอัดล้างออกมาเป็นแผ่นๆจริงๆใช่ไหมครับ So how long have you been using it
maybe like I think it's about 3 months
Really? So how do you like it so far?
I like it really much.
Yeah,
I like the pictures you get are like kind of vintagey, kind of. It's like there's some kind of filter like on a film camera. Well, it's the color of the film.
Okay. Then you can adjust a little bit, but not like IG, right?
Yeah, for Instagram it feels like kind of fake. Like it's too เขาเรียกว่าอะไรแบบ altery อ่ะมันเปลี่ยนไปเยอะไป This is more like a classic
I see.
Do you want to try? You should try it sometime.
Because I haven't touched
sure.
one of these for like too long.
So you can like slide like the
เพราะว่าเราเกิดมาพร้อมกับยุคของกล้องฟิล์มนะครับ
ค่ะ แต่พี่บิ๊กไม่เคยเล่นใช่ไหม
เคยกล้องฟิล์มใช้เหมือนสมัยแบบ like 30-40 years ago
That's a long time
yeah you haven't been born yet okay wow
You can like slide the front part and it'll open
nice ดู Transformer นิดนึงเนาะ
ใช่ค่ะ
What? Okay so how many pictures can you get from like one roll of film
I think it's usually 36
36 right okay so it's still the same
yeah
from what I remember like
think it's
30 years ago
Yeah, I think people just like brought back the trend of like using film
this
cameras.
is nice I think people kind of miss the good old days I think okay so what do you use this for like mostly
Like
landscapes people or events or what
mostly taking pictures with my friends because like it's a point and shoot, so it's very easy to like carry anywhere and I can travel with it. So
cool.
Yeah, I think it's very portable.
So is it hard to like get it developed?
Not really. Like recently there's a lot of like stores that opens especially for like
Really?
ล้างฟิล์ม
มันหายากไหมอะ
ไม่ยากค่ะ
เพราะเมื่อก่อนคือมีทุกซอยนะครับ
ช่วงนี้มันก็เริ่มกลับมาแล้วนะ
แต่เขาก็
พี่
แบบล้มหายตายจากไปเพราะว่า like with the rise of the digital cameras and stuff and now they're just back or they have never been away at all or what
I'm not sure about that but like ช่วงนี้ก็มีร้านที่กลับมาเปิดเยอะมากๆ and very in trend in like the teens community
cool
okay so Pivik what did you bring today?
Okay so I have mentioned on I think one episode last week that I have just read one book and it's called วิธีขายของราคา40ล้านเยนด้วยแก้วกาแฟราคา400เยน But first of all it's very catchy like title of the book right and second of all it's not that thick so I think I finished it like in not a very long time and it turned out that I finished this in one sitting like 3 hours 4 hours like in one sitting because this is so much fun and it's very entertaining I mean if you think about the business book which could be a little hard to like grasp sometimes but this is like it's written in the form of fiction
Also, it's actually like someone's experience or
Yes and she turned it into a story a very nice story which is based on the true stories and it is based on like real characters real persons in real life ก็คือเป็นเขาเหมือนเป็นคนที่ให้คำปรึกษาเรื่องธุรกิจว่าจะ this is still new to me
all the time
yeah well you can just cut and edit right
yeah
okay but we're gonna let this slide okay เป็นคนที่ให้คำปรึกษาเรื่องธุรกิจเป็นผู้หญิงด้วยนะครับแล้วก็เก่งมากในเรื่องการทำกำไรเขาจะพูดเสมอว่าการทำกำไรเป็นเรื่องง่ายนิดเดียวแล้วก็เหมือนกับในการ์ตูนที่เราเคยอ่านนะคืออาจจะไปตามร้านที่แบบดูแย่ๆหน่อยใช่ป่ะแล้วก็ให้คำปรึกษาแต่ในเรื่องนี้ก็คือเหมือนเป็นร้านอาหารเล็กๆที่มีแต่แพชชั่นมีแต่ความตั้งใจแต่ว่าไม่มีกำไรแล้วก็ดูแบบจะเจ๊งแหล่มีเจ๊งแหล่แล้วก็พอไปกินปั๊บก็พบว่า this is good food and he's very determined and he is very passionate about what he's doing but he just doesn't know how to make it profitable so that's the real problem so if you cannot make it into a profitable business the business cannot last แล้วก็พยายามจะไปเหมือนกับด้วยความที่รู้จักกันมีการส่วนตัวก็จะแบบไปสอนไปอะไรอย่างเงี้ยสนุกดีครับจบได้ภายในไม่กี่ชั่วโมงสนุกมาก so this is highly recommended for you guys if you're into like business but you don't want to read something too hardcore I think
okay
yeah
maybe I should try
yeah you can just borrow mine
okay sure
all right
okay.
so show and tell this is pretty simple
Yeah. And that's it for show and tell
ไม่ใช่ใช่โอเค for show and
That's it
tell
for show and tell
ใช่ก็เราจะพยายามมา show and tell แบบนี้นะครับแล้วก็สำหรับคนที่บางทีอาจจะอยู่ในกลุ่มของเรานะครับซึ่งชื่อว่าภาษาดีชีวิตดีโดยคำนี้ดีพอดแคสต์บน Facebook แล้วก็อยากจะทำแบบนี้บ้าง you are welcome to just show and tell
yeah tell us about something that you really like
Yeah. Okay, so move on to the main topic of today
Okay.
episode, which
Yes.
is about the questions that you can just ask to get to know someone better, right? Okay, so I want to start. We
Yeah,
have like,
sure.
well, you can just like pick and choose which question to ask whom ลองหาโอกาสที่เหมาะสมในการชวนใครก็ได้คุยนะครับเพื่อรู้จักเขาดีขึ้น เพราะว่าตอนที่เรารู้จักกันใหม่ๆเนี่ยคำถามมันก็จะไม่ personal ขนาดนั้นคำถามมันก็จะแบบทำงานที่ไหนเหรอมาจากจังหวัดอะไรใช่ไหมครับแต่พอเรารู้จักกันได้สักพักนึงแล้วอ่ะ of course we want to go deeper if we want to form a connection or a relationship with a certain people we want to go deeper a little bit so these are the questions that you can actually ask and use okay so okay number one what are some of your biggest fears
Wow. This question is kind of hard actually.
Yeah?
But okay.
so you don't fear nothing
Well, there's so much
Okay.
that I can't list them out. But okay, the most recent one that I've developed for my fears is like the dark.
really
Yeah.
but that's very common for
I feel
because a
like
lot of
it's
people are
common.
like fear of the dark
Yeah. I don't know, it's getting like worse each day that I have to like leave a light on.
but you said that you have just developed recently does that mean that you are not scared of the dark before
Yeah. Well, like before I used to like sleep with the lights off. Like it has to be completely dark for me to like be able to sleep. But like
yeah so
I don't
what
know.
brought this on
I have no idea. Like I don't know why I don't want to sleep in the dark.
scary
anymore.
movies
Maybe. Like some serial killer movie I watched recently.
that
might-
can really mess with your mind
Yeah. And it's been stuck for like a month or two now. So
Okay.
yeah.
ก็
That's
เปลือง
one of
ไฟ
my
นิดนึง
fear.
เปลืองไฟนิดนึง
นิดนึงค่ะนิดนึง ก็เลยซื้อแบบแรมเล็กๆไว้จะได้ไม่ต้องกินไฟมาก
oh yeah
ใช่ใช่
okay
ใช่
so that's not completely darkness
Yeah
okay
What
Good.
about you PB
what I fear the crowd I mean too many people scare me
Oh
yeah it's not like not that kind of fear but it really makes me uncomfortable so yeah basically it's that
So like you don't like to do like public speaking kinda
if I have to if I really have to and I know that I can be like useful in that situation
You can pull it off like
yeah
always.
of course we have to do it because it's our job right
Yeah
but if I have to like voluntarily do it like without being asked to I would try to avoid that
Oh yeah me too
I'm not very good at that
Definitely
yeah so yeah I don't know if you can call that like fear but yeah to me it is
Okay
okay
Okay let's move on to the next question So
Okay.
number 2 What are your long-term goals
my long-term goal to be I think I want peace in my life peace like
Okay
peaceful away from ความวุ่นวายของสังคมความดราม่าอะไรอย่างเงี้ย so if I can live a very peaceful life that would be like my ultimate goal
Oh
yeah it could sound little I don't know ดูนามธรรมไปนิดนึงเนาะแต่ yeah that's what I feel that I really need in my life so what about you
Well, for me, it might be like that too. It might sound a little like โลกสวย but like everybody just wants to like be happy at the end of the day.
yeah just to be happy
Yeah.
that's a good goal to have actually yeah okay so let's
Moving
go to
on.
number 3 what are you excited about most in your life right now
I have to say this, but it's Clubhouse. The
everybody's
application-
talking about this
Yes, it's everybody's like on Clubhouse. If you're not on Clubhouse, you should join. Get someone to invite you.
But first of all, you need to have the iOS device, like the
Yes.
Apple device, because it's not open to Android yet, and I'm an Android user, so that's why I'm not in yet.
We'll just have to wait for like the developer to like
Yeah.
make it Android friendly. Yeah. What about you, Pivik? What's the most exciting thing?
The most exciting thing is it should be probably our new podcast, which is called the English at Work. So it's the podcast. It's still about like using English as a tool to succeed in some aspect of your life, but we will be focusing on your work and your career. So we'll be talking about using English at work, and we will have a new host ซึ่งจะเปิดตัวเร็วๆนี้นะครับ
ใช่แล้วค่ะ
แล้วก็ well she is super fun to work with.
Oh, actually น่าจะเปิดตัวเมื่อวาน
Oh yeah, because we're recording this in advance and this is supposed to be like the Thursday's episode, right? Yeah, เปิดตัวไปแล้วเมื่อวานนี้นะครับ
ใช่ค่ะ
ก็ yeah, just go back and listen to yesterday's episode because we've talked about that a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so that's what I'm most excited about right now.
Okay, so for number 4, what was the last thing you read?
The last thing I read is actually it's this one, that the book that I just talked about. And right now I try to read like 2 books a week, and I think I can manage because I've been like buying a lot of books and เริ่มเป็นกองดองแล้ว it's starting to pile up and take care like one of them at a time. So my goal is like 2 books a week.
That's a lot.
Well, yeah.
Not a lot for you, a lot for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last thing I read was actually I'm an introvert.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. ที่มันเป็นแบบหนังสือแปลเกาหลี
ของเกาหลีใช่ไหมครับ
ใช่ค่ะ It's pretty good. Like all you introverts out there will definitely love it. Because it's like my whole life is written on there. Yeah.
เหมือนเขียนชีวิตเรามาเลยเนาะ
ใช่
ครับ
ค่ะ
อ่านเล่มนั้นแล้วเหมือนกันแต่ว่ายังไม่จบอ่านประมาณแบบสักแบบ1/5อะไรอย่างเงี้ยประมาณนี้โอเคคำถามต่อไปนะครับ so asking someone about what they have been reading is actually like tell a lot about that person, right?
I think it tells about their interests and like how like what topics they want to talk about, what they're interesting.
Yeah, and also about how they spend their time.
Oh, yeah.
Probably their reading habit.
Yeah. What if they answered like they don't read?
But that's okay too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can probably they like into something else, and that's fine.
They might be into like audio articles.
Sure,
or like,
of course. Yeah. เราไม่ค่อยสนับสนุนเวลามีคนบอกว่าโหไม่อ่านหนังสือนี่คือชีวิตแย่ เรารู้สึกว่าก็รู้จักหลายคนที่ไม่ได้อ่านหนังสือแต่ชีวิตเขาก็ดีนะมันอยู่ที่ว่า it's your choice you can choose to like entertain yourself or educate yourself however you like.
Yeah.
So no judging, no judgment. Okay อันต่อมาก็คือwhat's your favorite sleeping position?
Okay.
That's a fun question to to ask.
I have a very specific sleeping position.
Really?
It's like
Can I guess?
Yeah.
I think you're someone who is sleeping on her back like
No, it's totally the opposite. Yeah.
Really? On your tummy?
Yeah.
Really?
I have to like face down and like have a หมอนข้าง Okay, and then one of my leg will like be on top of that, and then I need like one hand to like put under my pillow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's how I sleep, which is a really bad sleeping position.
Can you breathe? Like
I think I can, because you know.
Obviously, you're still alive. So.
Yeah, but like I think it's really bad for your spine, so don't do it.
Okay. ต้องไปจัดกระดูกนิดนึง
ใช่ค่ะ ตื่นมาก็จะแบบปวดคอบ้างคอเคล็ดนอนตกหมอน
ตก
บ้าง
หมอนบ้างเลยใช่ไหมครับ
ใช่ค่ะ
So mine is on the side, I think.
Which side?
On my left side.
Oh.
And I also need a body pillow, like the หมอนข้าง
Yeah, everybody needs it.
Yeah. And I'm surprised that a lot of my like American friends or European, they're not a big fan of body pillows. And I was like, what? How can you sleep? I mean,
Is it an Asian culture?
I think so.
Like we need หมอนข้าง
ใช่ we need หมอนข้างจริง
ใช่ค่ะ
ถึงขนาดต้องแบบ ตอนไปอยู่อเมริกาต้องไปสรรหาตอนแรกๆก็ต้องเอา2หมอนมาต่อกันแล้วก็ต้องเอาผ้าห่มม้วนให้มันเป็นอันเดียวกันเนี่ย
Oh yeah, I did that when I was in a dorm.
ใช่เราต้องแม็กไกเวอร์กับทุกสิ่งทุกอย่างที่เรามีเราก็แบบเราต้องการจริงๆนะ
DIY หมอนข้างนะทุกคน
ใช่ yeah so yeah actually this is very intimate question would you actually ask someone about their sleeping position
Well, I don't mind people asking, but in my mind it would be like, why are they asking? It's so weird. Like, it's very something private.
yeah I don't know แต่ถ้าสมมุติลองชวนคุยกันระหว่างที่แบบคุยเล่นกันแล้วเริ่มสนิทกันแล้วอะไรเงี้ย that could be a very interesting topic to like to raise like
It would be fun in a conversation.
yeah ก็ลองเลือกโมเมนต์ที่ดีก็แล้วกันนะครับ
ใช่ค่ะ
ไม่ใช่อยู่ๆไปถามเธอนอนท่าไหนฮะมันก็
That would be awkward.
ทำไมต้องรู้เหรอ
ใช่
อะไรอย่างเงี้ยนะครับ
If money wasn't a factor, what would you be doing with your life right now?
wow
I know for Pibik, he might like go to Japan or something.
You know me too well and I can say the same thing to you but I don't know maybe you have someplace else well if money is no object at all right
Or like you don't have to work right now.
yeah be Japan eating good food like testing out new cafe yeah just walk around in the park
Yeah.
yeah for about a month
Or maybe a year.
I can do that every single day for a month no kidding
Yeah.
yeah I can do that and like have good books with me and yeah read during the day I'll probably in the park and then go cafe hunting or hopping
Cafe hop.
yeah or something like that what about you
For me, I would like to like travel around the world if that's possible after COVID and if I have the money. Yeah.
that shows how much we miss traveling hasn't it?
Yeah.
yeah
Because traveling is really nice. You get to learn more about life in general.
เป็นคำถามที่ดีอีกแล้วสำหรับการที่จะแบบชวนเพื่อนแบบจินตนาการ
ใช่
เราจะได้รู้ว่าอ๋อถ้าเขาไม่ต้องเจอปัญหาเรื่องที่ต้องหาเงินเพื่อเลี้ยงชีพเลยเนี่ยเขาจะทำอะไร
It might reveal their true passion about life. Like some might want to do art, some might want to do music. You never know.
Yeah. And this kind of question is always fun. Like if you like win a lottery for like $100 million baht, what would you do with that money?
Yeah.
It's fun because we don't have that money. And it's just like our imagination goes crazy. Yeah. Okay, so next okay.
How do you deal with
Okay.
finances?
Finances? Okay. Do you mean do I spend too little, spend too much?
Yeah.
I think I got a lot better with money for the past like 10 years because before I didn't know how to like save up or invest and once I learned about that it got a lot like better. So right now my theory which is not a secret everybody knows this you save first you save up first and then you spend the rest อย่าประมาณว่าพยายามใช้ให้น้อยที่สุดแล้วเหลือปลายเดือนเท่าไหร่ค่อยเก็บ that will never work you'll spend everything
Yeah.
แต่ถ้าสมมุติเกิดได้มาปั๊บเก็บก่อนเลยตัดเก็บก่อนเลยนะครับ so you need a system
Yeah.
to help you with saving up and stuff yeah so I'm pretty happy with the way I spend money I think I can like invest more yeah because everybody's talking about investment right now
Yes.
yeah and it's fun right
Yeah.
have you started
Yes, I have. And I think I should be like on like the streaming app right now to like check for the
I've been
price.
seeing her doing that like น้องจีดูอะไรเขียวๆแดงๆตลอดเวลา
กำลังเช็คหุ้นอยู่ค่ะทุกคน
Oh. So I guess you're doing pretty well with your finance as well, right?
I would say I'm doing pretty well in like the investment like part, but like in the spending part, for some month I'm like spending too little. คือ
Yeah.
แบบ save up เยอะเกินไป and like some months I'm like using too much. Yeah. So there's like not a balance. So I should be balancing more.
Okay.
Or like have a system, like P-Big said, in my finance thingy. Yeah. But overall, it's pretty good because I'm like saving up money, but also using it in a good way.
Okay so หมายเหตุนิดนึงเลยครับก็คือ actually talking about finance or investment is a different story from I say like talking about how much someone earns
Yeah.
that's a no you should not be asking how much do you like earn
Yeah.
ได้เงินเท่าไหร่ได้ค่าจ้างเท่าไหร่ต่อให้สนิทกันแล้วก็ไม่ใช่สิ่งที่ควรจะต้องไปซักถามเนาะit's very private and it's not necessary I think but talking about investment that's
That's
another
a different story. Yeah.
ก็ it's a bit tricky so you should be like
Be careful.
with that okay ไม่งั้นแทนที่จะได้สนิทกันกลายเป็นเข้าหน้ากันไม่ติดเลย
ทะเลาะกันนะ
ใช่นะครับ okay next question
Are you a neat person or a messy person?
messy
ตอบเลย
Easy.
แบบไม่คิดเลย
very easy but I kind of like my messiness I think it's a neat kind of messiness คือในความวุ่นยุ่งมันก็ยังมีที่ทางบางอย่างเอาอย่างนี้ดีกว่าครับ but yeah definitely if I have to like use one word answer is messy and you
I'm not messy. I'm just disorganized.
okay now
Okay.
you're just but it sound a lot better
Yeah. คือ there are times when my room used to be very organized. Well, it would like depend on my mood. If I wanna clean the room, it would be really neat.
yeah
But if I'm too lazy, it would become very messy.
ขึ้นอยู่กับอารมณ์เนาะ
ใช่ค่ะ
Okay so next is
What makes you cry and why?
I'm such a crier
Me too.
but I don't like cry in public I don't want to like advertise that but it's very normal for me to cry during like movies and series
Yeah. Like
And-
novels.
yeah and it was a good cry
Yeah.
it was good cries mostly
Oh, yeah.
so you need good cries
Sometimes.
you need them yeah but if you don't cry at all like it's all like bottled up right
Yeah. For me, I am a very sensitive person. Like, if something affects the ones I love, I'll cry.
yeah
Or like sometimes, if I'm too into the book and like I'm too into the novel and like the characters, I cry because I feel bad for them.
oh okay
Yeah, but it's a really good cry, you know.
well to me it's got to be like content about the dogs specifically
Yeah.
อ่านเรื่องเนี่ยไออะไรนะ A Dog's Purpose oh my god I cried like a lot ไม่ใช่แบบนั้นแบบ
บีบน้ำตา
ตั้งหน้าตั้งตาร้องอย่างหนักอะไรอย่างนี้นะครับ
Yeah.
yeah but you felt great after that
Yeah.
yeah
For the last question, a very classic question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I think we've answered it before
Right.
somewhere in our podcast, but
the Q&A episode
yeah.
yeah so if I want to ask you again so would the answer change
Not really. I still want to like go study abroad maybe for like my grad school years and like live there for a few years. Yeah. So that might complete the 5 years.
Yeah, I think my answer was being able to, I think, travel and also be comfortable with like my finance situation.
Yeah.
So to be financially secure. Yeah. ใครอยากจะติดตามคำนี้ดีแบบวิดีโออย่างนี้อีกนะครับก็อาจจะมีอย่างนี้สักอาทิตย์ละครั้ง2 ครั้งเซิร์ฟไปก่อนนะครับชอบไม่ชอบอย่างไรอยากจะเสนอแนะเรื่องที่อยากจะให้มาพูดคุยกันก็เสนอกันได้เอาไว้ใต้คอมเมนต์เซกชันตรงนี้ได้เลยนะครับ